Mac Mini has become extremely popular to run OpenClaw on. Now they're sold out everywhere and they're becoming overpriced. I was a big fan of the BC250 I did for the gaming setup, so I thought I'd go ahead and buy another one. We're gonna see if we can get Cashy OS installed on this and make this a dedicated OpenClaw host. This is a good looking board, but we're gonna have to install an SSD, which I already have, and I have a power supply as well. But the first thing we're gonna do is gonna have to modify the cooling fins again. If you take a look at my BC250 gaming video, I do more of a setup on that. I'll put that up here up top so you guys can watch it. But let's go ahead and get this set up, modify it, put a cooling fan on it, and get Cashy OS on it. This is a tedious process, perfect for when the rest of the house is asleep late at night. All right, so I finally got all the fins for the cooling taken care of. I got them all cut. It's a pretty simple process. It just takes a really long time. Then what I've done is I've 3D printed this, which my fan will sit on there and then it will slide over the fins and it'll help force air through. I also went ahead and installed the SSD and I flashed the BIOS and I went ahead and installed Cashy OS. I didn't really go through any of that because that's not what this video is about, but if you check my other video where I turned the BC250 into a gaming PC, you'll see how I did that. Also, if you check my website, I'll have some of the steps and the pinouts on there with pictures if you guys want to follow that. My webpage down in the description, but it's just tireddadtech.com. So we got all that. I'm just using this oversized power supply right now. 750 better be enough. And what I've got here is I built this small little harness, and what it does is it clips on to the 24 pin ATX and it jumps the 2 pins and then it gives me a toggle switch so I can power my PSU on and off. All it uses is the IE connector and that's what powers it. So without anything else jumped, it won't come on. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead, fan set up, and then I'm gonna get the external monitor and we'll go through that. We gotta take this bracket off, I forgot. That way it can slide on. All right, with that bracket off, we can go ahead and slide this on. Piece here goes on over it. All right, what that's gonna do is that's gonna force the air right through the fins that we opened up. Then we'll just go ahead and plug the fan in and we're good to go. OpenClaw requires node.js 22 or higher. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna install that first. So we're gonna go sudo pacman-s node JS npm get base dash devel. Okay, mine is already installed. It's going to ask for the admin password. Proceed with the installer. Yes. Mine was already installed. To be honest, I actually installed it last night because I did everything and then I forgot to start my screen recording. So I have to redo it all. All right, I've actually installed this like 3 times now. I kept having issues. The first time I actually did not hit record on my OBS, and the second time I had an error and it didn't work for whatever reason. So you might see a shirt change, that's why. I did get the npm installed. That was on video, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. We're gonna install OpenClaw now. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna npm install dash g OpenClaw at latest. All right, while that installs, would be a really good time to go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you like it, give this video a like, all that, it really helps out. All right, this is the kind of issues I've been having. It worked so many times and now it's not working, so let's go ahead and try again. All right, there we go. We're up and running. Yes, I understand. We want to do the quick start. We're gonna do, I'm gonna use, so this is where you would choose what API key you wanna give it. I'm actually gonna use OpenAI because I still have for another few days an account and I'm gonna use a 0 authorization. So ChatGPT, 0 authorization. So it's gonna open up my browser, which you guys can't see. All right, finally, keep the current model. We're gonna use Telegram. I already had it set up. Search provider, we use Google. No skills for right now. And we want session memory. We're gonna reinstall the gateway just to be sure. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch over to Telegram, give it a go, see how it works out. All right, I know I went through the setup pretty fast. This isn't really a tutorial. There's tons of the great ones out there. Maybe I'll even link one in the description, but I also been through it 3 times, so I apologize. That's not on you guys. Could have gone through it a little bit slower, but this is kind of a proof of concept. We did get Cache OS running on the BC250 without a hitch. We have OpenClaw installed, and now I've got it Telegram on my phone. I'm gonna do a screen recording, and we're just gonna do some basic stuff now and see what we can do. So let's try a search. Is there any YouTube videos featuring OpenClaw running on a BC250? I've already tested it out a little bit, so it should be working again. I even asked if it was active, as you can see on the screen. I checked, and I'm not seeing any clear YouTube videos specifically showing OpenClaw running on a BC250 right now. It even says there's tons of setup videos. It'll assist me in making one. Let's see if we can get it to code something. What I can do is I have it hooked to my GitHub. I'll have it post it to my GitHub. Right now it's coding us up something, generating it, a proof of concept type deal. All right, finally, oh my goodness. It's showing everything. I got the screen recording going, but it made up a dashboard for me. I just posted it to my website so it gets going. It is proof of concept. The board runs Cache OS, and it does run OpenClaw. We did get OpenClaw running on the BC250. It does work. It runs Cache OS. It works pretty well. No problems with it. I had it code me a generic website. I posted it to my Git. I posted it to my actual website, so it does work. I spent $150 on this board. I had the fan laying around, but even not, they're $10, but you're gonna need M.2 NVMe. Right now they're expensive. I had it laying around, so what I have into this board is about 150 bucks. Sounds great, but OpenClaw runs on pretty much anything. You can run it on the little Raspberry Pi, whatever. You wanna run it on a dedicated PC that's not a Mac Mini? Yes, it is an option. However, I bought this ThinkPad off of Amazon used in great shape. That's actually where that M.2 came from. But anyways, I bought this for 200 bucks. If I had to go out and buy an NVMe, even a smaller one's gonna run you at least 50 bucks. And right now, so let's say you spend $50 on a M.2, you got $200, or you can buy a laptop that'll probably do better. So honestly, if all you wanna do is run OpenClaw, I don't think the BC250 is worth it. It does have 16 gigabytes of unified memory, and right now I have it, I think it's 10 gigabytes is going towards the quote-unquote GPU, and then 6 gigabytes to the system. 10 gigabytes on a GPU, could we run our own LLM on this? Something like Olama. I guess we're gonna have to find that out.